Okay, so what is, now that you're talking about arranging songs, and that's one of your skill sets,
Yeah.
when was the time that you decided that I want to do this professionally? You know, it's one thing to sing. I've met
Wow.
various phenomenal musicians, but they're
And there are
like,
hundreds.
we're not going to do this pro, but then you decided I want to do this professionally.
Honestly, I don't think I did. I think in many ways, I have many interests. I'd like to think that music is one of the things I do. And
What are some of your other interests?
oh, so many things. Before I left, I was doing psychology in Daystar. And people were like, so you're going to be a shrink? Maybe not. I just find human beings very interesting. I also find human anatomy very interesting. Like one of my interests lately has been watching this channel called the Institute of Human Anatomy on YouTube, just breaking down how, different ways your body works. And that now, I guess, filtered into now behavior because I think human beings make very interesting choices and how they live out those choices, you know, whether they call them regrets or victories or etc. So,
Song number 2, human beings make very interesting choices.
song title that one too. Yeah, so aside of that, I like efficiency also. So now maybe this is the more choleric side of me talking. I like seeing when people can perform or work at their best and how we can create such environments, whether it's in a workplace or in a band. So yeah, so you see.
So for us mere mortals that are not aware what choleric means, can you please just give us a small taste?
Wow. A long time ago, there was someone who did a study on 4 different temperaments, and that is melancholic, sanguine, phlegmatic, and choleric. And choleric is one of those temperaments. And that, I guess, it's assumed that most leaders and world changers have a bit of a choleric temperament, and that's more like you get things done, you highly organized. I guess you'd say type A, functioning personality.
The accountants, organized, task-oriented.
Task-oriented, exactly. So, yeah, if that's the better way to describe it, I guess. I mean, of course, which comes with both its strengths and weaknesses, as do any of the other 4. And yeah, that's now the more. If you wanted to put me in an office, maybe that's me. I'm both the creative, emotional, etc., which is now described as a melancholic, and slightly perfectionistic, but now that pairs with the task-oriented, organized, etc., which is why I get stuff done even when it comes to, if let's say I'm music directing a gig. I'd be like, these are the elements we have, how do they need to work together for us to come out with this outcome? So, but also now pairing that with now interests like in human behavior, that's like, okay, you made this choice. What is the series of factors that contributed to that? And in the present life that you have, what disables you from moving forward or making certain decisions or acting a certain way to your benefit and to the benefit of others? So you see how they kind of all. Sometimes I feel like doing music allows me to study human behavior because you do market research when you're watching your audience or watching these analytics and etc. But then also you do your own personal introspection, whether when you're writing from experience or writing about someone else's experience, you are studying people, you're studying your own emotion, you're observing yourself and even how people receive it. Sometimes not so obviously, but it's, you know, people tell you, this is the song that I play every morning. You know, I'm a part of someone's day every day, and that's absolutely striking to me. So, yeah.